So in this video, I'm going to talk about the spiritual authority and protection around the chosen one. Okay? And again, you're not chosen. You don't have to understand these videos. The ones who know these videos, the ones who resonate will pretty much understand this. Don't try to fix your situation in these videos. It doesn't resonate, save the video. You can just scroll away. Or maybe you can save the video for later. Now, chosen people are people who have got spiritual authority from the Most High. That authority also comes with protection. And this video is going to actually give you confirmation that you might be a chosen person, even that you do not know it. Okay. Now, when it comes to a chosen one, you may sometimes experience extreme love from people. People, they are going to love you. But at the same time, there will be people who will actually hate you with passion. Okay? Low vibrational peoples will come around and hate you for no reason, and they're going to hate you with passion. If you meet them at work, they're going to try to get you fired from your work. They want you to lose your homes. They want you to lose your cars. They will hate you with passion. And normally, I've told you guys, these things are not personal. Okay? Every situation that you encounter as a chosen one, it will come to pass. There is no situation will stay with you forever. All those situations will come to pass. Your life will pretty much be different from everybody around you. Okay, you will not be the same. Your life will not be the same like your family members. Your life won't be the same like your workmates. It won't be, even in the churches. Sometimes you will see a chosen person has got spiritual authority. And we're talking about authority. We're not talking about your pastors in church because they're running this church. We're not talking about your bosses at work. We're not talking about this kind of authority, which is on the 3D. There is authority which is on the 3D, and there's also authority which is on the 5D. Okay? There is protection which is on the 3D, and there is spiritual protection which is on the 5D. So we're talking about chosen people. We're pretty much talking about spiritual matters. And I could give you a couple of examples that I could talk about in this video. You may be a person out there who is experiencing that sometimes people, you're out there doing your own thing, you're in the shops, you're in the supermarket, you're out there on the streets, and for some reason, there is people who come to you, strangers come to you, and they're going to start opening up. You don't even know these people. They found you walking on the street. They come, can I talk to you for a minute? This was happened to my dog. This thing happened to my wife at home, and that my family was like this, and this is going on at work. And they're starting to open up to you very deep stuff that they rarely open up when they're with other people. But when it comes to you, you're going to run into people who are actually starting to open up their deepest secrets that they can never tell anyone. And they tell you those things. That is a sign that you're a chosen one. You see, what is really happening is that people, they feel that they can keep that secret with you. So they don't feel like they're being judged. When they encounter you and they talk to you like, randomly, strangers, they don't feel like you're judging them. They feel like they can talk to you and you're going to keep that secret for them. Even sometimes you're going to give them a lot of insights about what it is going on in their lives. Now, unconsciously, these people are drawn to you because they've got spiritual authority. And they feel like, it's like, for example, when you have a need and you walk towards your boss and you tell them that you need some equipment in the garage, you need them to buy some equipment in the shop, or sometimes you run into your supervisors and you tell them what you need for work. Or sometimes you will you go, for example, to your parents and you ask something from them. They unconsciously feel that there is something they can tell you, there is something they're dealing with, and they've got an answer to it. So it's why people gravitate towards you out of the blue and they start telling you their deepest inner secrets. They feel like there's something you can do for them. That is one of the biggest signs that you have got spiritual authority from the Most High, from God, okay? And you are really chosen one. Something else I could talk about, for example, if you have been in a situation even earlier back in time, maybe you're in university, or colleges and stuff like that, and you're a person who people used to come and borrow clothes from you. A person came around, they have a wedding. Oh, can I take your coat? Can I wear your watch? Can I wear your necklace? Your necklace looks nice. Can I use your shoes? Those kind of simple things like that. It may not have made a lot of sense way back in time. But what was unconsciously happening is that these people feel they are going to wear those clothes that you have, and sometimes they're not even very special clothes. But it's just maybe just you could just see these things as simple clothes. Could be a simple jacket. Do you guys know the story in the Bible? Now, I've never been a religious person. Okay, I grew up in religious schools and everything, but I've never really been into Bible stuff and everything. But I remember that there was a story when people wanted just to touch Jesus' clothes. When Jesus was moving around, people just thought they could just touch their clothes and they could get healed. So people want to connect you energetically just by wearing your clothes. Okay, taking your necklace, taking your shoes, taking your jacket. I don't know, maybe they need a dress for the wedding, stuff like that. It did not mean a lot to you, but I can promise you, people do this unconsciously because on a very spiritual level, you have got spiritual authority, and people feel they can actually connect directly with you, even if they don't even know that on the 3D. They feel when they connect with your clothes, something could happen to them. Maybe they could get attention wherever it is they're going, or sometimes they could feel a certain way when they're wearing your shoes or clothes. And sometimes you're going to see that these people don't even want to return those items. A person could take your dress for a whole week, and you may call them and you're like, okay, so why don't you bring back my items and stuff like that? Oh, I'll come back next week, or I'll come the other week, and sometimes they're dodging you. They don't want to give back your clothes. So if you're a person who has experienced that kind of situation, you just have to know that you've got spiritual authority. And sometimes people on a very unconscious level, they feel this. And sometimes they want to get very close and connected to you by just borrowing and taking your clothes and using them for different occasions. Even sometimes they want to hold those things for themselves. Now, another way I can talk about spiritual authority, you may sometimes have an experience whereby, let's say you walk into a bus, or you walk into a restaurant and stuff like that. And you will see sometimes people, for some mysterious reason, there is people who are going to come around and sit next to you. For every chosen person, this has been a common scenario whereby people would just, out of the blue, you've been sitting there reading your book in the park or something, and just people came and actually wanted to sit next to you. People want to be connected and close to authority. Whether it is on the 3D or on the 5D, people always want to get close to authority. But as a chosen one, even without you having this 3D authority, people will naturally come around and want to sit next to you. And eventually they are going to start opening up and telling you some different things about their lives. That is how you know that you're a chosen one. When people are gravitating mysteriously, it's a very mysterious event. You don't understand why, all out of the blue, out of everybody around the place, they just chose to come and sit next to you. They could have gone and sat next to somebody else, but they chose to come and sit next to you. That's a powerful sign that you have got spiritual authority. You are a really chosen person. You're the anointed one. Now, in other case scenarios, you may sometimes have an issue where people don't really want you to speak. Have you ever been in a situation? This is a very common scenario for the black sheep as well. Have you ever been in a meeting whereby people were asking something? Let's say there was an issue was raised, a question was asked. You put up your hand, you had the answer, but they refused to choose you. Or sometimes you're in a family meeting, for example, and they are finding a solution for something, family gathering. And for some reason, everybody else could speak apart from you. They never wanted you to speak. Now, when this kind of thing happens to you, you have got to understand that that meeting also involves very low vibrational people. Okay? And these people, unconsciously, they feel like there's something you have got to say, and it's very powerful. And whatever it is you're going to say or you have to say, it is going to outshine what it is they have already told everyone. So, for example, let's say that you're at work. You have got the best ideas for that business. The boss may refuse to take your ideas. They don't want you to speak. They will actually ask somebody else who doesn't even know anything to speak. That is when you know that you've got spiritual authority. Now, the demons in these people, they realize you have got a lot of authority on the spiritual level. And they don't want you to speak, because when you speak, you may sometimes speak the real truth, and people are going to, this truth is going to sometimes outshine the lies that they have already told everyone around them. That's what they mean by spiritual authority. If those kind of things have happened to you, you can best believe you're a chosen person of God. You are the anointed one. Another thing I could talk about, for example, you may find yourself that um, you're kind of a psychic person. For some reason, you have insights into future events. Okay, you may sometimes have, for example, you could talk about something, even unconsciously most of the time, because out of these things, spiritual things happen unconsciously, even sometimes without you knowing it. You could have, like, for example, told a certain friend that, you know what, on Thursday, don't take the bus. You may instead just go and walk to your destination. Don't take the bus. And you don't even know why you're advising them to go on a walk instead of taking the bus, only for you to find out that that bus they were supposed to take, it had probably got an accident somewhere on the way, in that particular time they were supposed to travel. Or sometimes you can get simple insights as, okay, so normally you walk towards that direction, but for some mysterious reason, you just switch your directions and you walk using a different direction, only for you to figure out that in that particular place you were supposed to move, or that direction you were supposed to go, something bad had happened on that way. So you have these kind of things whereby, when I'm talking about spiritual authority and protection, I'm talking about the unseen protection that is behind you, which is giving you insights about things that have happened before, things that are currently happening, and things that are about to happen in the future. So you may sometimes find yourself, you have got these deep insights into things. You are some form of a psychic. Some people may start calling you a prophet. People may think, oh, this guy is a prophet. You're a psychic. Sometimes people may say you're a witch because you can see things, almost can see things that they don't, or you know things that they don't, and you understand things on a very spiritual level that they cannot even see. That is how you know that you're really a chosen person and you have got spiritual authority and protection around you. Now, sometimes you may have also, let's say, um, you could have a situation whereby, let's say you have a walk in the park or you have a walk out in town, and for some mysterious reason, it is threatening to rain. And you're like, oh, it's going to rain. And you're kind of thinking like, what am I going to do? And maybe you just need a couple of minutes to get home and stuff like that. And for some reason, mysterious reason, that train is going to wait for you to reach home. I'm just giving you an example, but this is something, it's a very broad subject. You can place so many scenarios in your case. You walk home, or you run home, or you drive home. As soon as you enter the house, it starts pouring. Thunderstorms, hailstorms, what do they call those, whatever. It starts raining cats and dogs as soon as you enter your house. For some reason, you was guided to move to your house, and it could not rain until you have actually reached your place. So most of the times, these things are things that people don't understand. Okay, it's very difficult to explain these kind of things. But for a person who is a real chosen one, they know these kind of things have happened to them. Okay, so if there are some of those things I mentioned, you just have to have the confirmation in your heart that you are a chosen one. Okay, and because you're a chosen one, you have got an anointing, a special anointing on your life. And whether you know it or you don't know it, you have got also unseen spiritual authority and protection around you. That's how you know that you're a chosen one. If you know these things I'm talking about, let us know in the comment section below. Drop us a like, share, and subscribe. You can always book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. Desmos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.